A certain square puzzle has an area of 64 square inches, and a cubic block has a volume of 64 cubic inches. What is the ratio of the length of a side of the puzzle to the length of a side of the block? So they're talking about this puzzle and this block, but they don't give us any sort of visual aid, so let's do it ourselves. There's the square puzzle. The cubic block would look something like this. They tell us the area of the square is 64 square inches, and the volume of the cube is 64 cubic inches. Let's think about what goes into the area of a square. That would be one side times itself, because a square is a rectangle where all of its sides are the same length. So length times width would just be, in this case, I'm calling it x times x, and that equals 64. So x would have to be the square root of 64, and that's what number times itself gives me 64. You just have to know that that's 8. So that is the length of x. Okay, now let's think about the cube. What goes into finding its volume? I already used x, so this time I'll use y. To find the volume of a box, you would do length times width times height. In this case, it's a cube, so length, width, and height are all the same length. So y times y times y equals 64. So in this case, and might be even the first time you've seen this before, y would then have to be not the square root, but the cube root of 64, and this is how you write that. So that's what number times itself again would give me 64. This is a little bit less reasonable to expect you to know off the top of your head, so let's guess and check a little bit. 64 is big but not huge, so maybe we start small and see what we get. I'll ask over here, is y equal to 5? Let's see, 5 times 5 times 5. That would be 25 times 5, and that's... Nope, not looking good. That's 125. So the answer to that question was no. We wanted 64. We got 125. I'm going to try something a little bit smaller this time because 125 was too big. So this time I'll ask, is y equal to 4? 4 times 4 times 4, that's 16 times 4. What is that? And that is 64. So yes, y is equal to 4. So I'll fill this out. Okay, we're almost there. So they want the ratio of the length of a side of the puzzle to the length of a side of the block. The puzzle, which comes first in the ratio, is 8 inches long. On each side, that is. The cubic block is 4 inches long on each side. If we divide both the left and the right by 4, we'll have our fully reduced ratio of 2 to 1. And that is h.